What I like hearing today from one of the speakers was that there is the letter of the law with McKinney-Vento, and there is the spirit of the law, which is to help children and families in these situations.
There is a lot of things that are interesting about today that I didn't know as a school social worker, which I should have known. Just some of the access through the state of Title I funding, and the difference between what families in transition are, that we didn't know that we could identify a student as homeless. So I mean, that was the biggest thing, is knowing that there's a lot of different variables to that, and not just that if they're on the street that they're homeless. Collaboration is the key, and you learn about different ideas from different school districts, and then you can take that back to your school district and implement it as well.
Just the collaboration, the amount of resources that are out there. Coming from a small school district, I'm it right now for a homeless liaison, and just to know that what's step one, who do I contact, where are my resources at, though, seeing people there at the meeting and just hearing the information was a great first step.
When you deal with the law, sometimes people want to just reference you back to the law, and this is what the law says. And both Elizabeth and Ryan, in their individual sessions, were willing to go into the gray, and there are times that people don't like to go into the gray. That whole panel conversation definitely was the gray, and that was really good. I felt confident coming in. Within the first 20 minutes, I was like, oh my God, I don't know anything. So I would say that I felt good, and I thought that my curve was going to be a little shallow, but my curve definitely took on almost a 90-degree angle for me, just because of all of those complexities and all of those nuances.
One of my main interests was to see, I was very excited to hear what Melissa was doing in trying to establish this organization and group of people together in southeastern Minnesota, so that we can have a viable group here and not just have to travel to the cities. And I think that's very positive for the people to have the resources closer. And so that was part of my reason to, see the networking that was going on and the collaboration, and then also to learn more about all the different nuances as well. I think it's exciting. I think that this will continue to grow. I think people were really excited and engaged in today's sessions. And so I think that the awareness will grow. I mean, because all of these people now can take that back to their districts, and hopefully we can identify and service more students, and that's the bottom line and why we're all doing it. I think it's a great start, because I think now that the people that came to the sessions today will go back to their community and be able to help identify. I think that's probably the first step, and then continue to know what the resources are available to them. And then hopefully hearing and seeing some of the information that Melissa, that binder that she put together is awesome with the resources available. And then they can tap into that. And then if this continues, I think people can continue that network and grow it. I think, everybody's in different stages, and I think it will be very valuable to continue the conversations and just to reach out to more people, staff members and the key people in the buildings, so that we can get the services provided to these kids and families. I think it's exciting, and people are ready to see that this is a problem that needs to be dealt with, and we can't ignore it. And that in-transit piece, I think, was really critical, because our idea of homeless has changed immensely, and I think people were embracing that idea and ready to work on it and attack it.